This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
Today's question comes from Arlo in Texas. Are those companies that say they will help you deal with the IRS legit? My husband and I had several years of unfiled taxes and fear that we owe the IRS a huge amount of money. Can those companies who claim that they can stop the IRS from garnishing your wages actually do it? Well, I'm just wondering why you're waiting till you get to the point of garnishing of wages. Why not just dig a little deeper, contact the IRS, and find out what you owe and pay it? And by the way, if you're in baby step 2, if you're working on paying off your debt, this is going to go right to the top of the list. This is going to be numero uno. Nothing ahead of it, because you don't want that to happen.
I would change one thing in that suggestion. We're not going to contact the IRS. We're going to contact a tax professional and file our taxes.
Well, yeah, you got to file your taxes.
And tell the IRS what you owe. They're not going to tell you what you owe. You don't want to ask the IRS anything because they don't know either. They're dumber than a rock.
That is true. They send those statements.
Yeah,
and
they just make up crap.
Yeah.
But no, you need to catch up on your tax filings and figure out where you are. And the answer to your question is no, those companies don't work.
Yeah.
Okay? So here's the thing. If you file your taxes and get caught up, the likelihood of you being criminally charged for failure to file is very low. When you come forward, come out of the cold, so to speak, get back on the grid, so to speak, and file your taxes, they very seldom criminally charge you. Because failure to pay the IRS is not a criminal offense. Failure to file is a criminal offense. So about 2,572 people or something like that every year. Last year it's 2,572 get put in jail for not filing their taxes. It is a criminal offense. Okay? So you don't want to screw around with this. You need to, right now, before Christmas, immediately, get online at RamseySolutions.com. Click on our tax professionals, our ELPs, our endorsed local providers for taxes. Get your crap together. Go over there and get your taxes filed immediately, even if you don't pay them a dime and you don't have a dime.
That's right.
That's step one. Get rid of the probability of a criminal issue. Then we'll deal with the mathematical issue of can they garnish your wages and are there reductions. Okay, so let's get into that for just a second because people are spending more time at home during the holidays and watching cable TV and cable news where you see, we have former IRS agents working for us, and we can reduce your tax burden. If you have $10,000 or more in IRS debt, contact us, and we'll make your life okay. In the fine print, it says bullcrap, okay? So, because that's what it is. So here's the deal. That you can have a tax professional represent you that is not on cable TV, and they can help you with the process. There's a couple of things you can do. Thing one is what Jade said, scratch the money together and pay them. If you're not anywhere near that, at least contact them and you can get on a payment plan.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous penalties and ridiculous interest. You don't want to do that. If you can get the money anywhere else, including borrowing it somewhere else and changing your IRS debt into credit card debt, I would have you do that because it's a better deal.
Hey, say that again, because I told somebody that one time and they had my head for it.
No, you've got one kind of debt that's bad debt. I would rather you have a different kind of debt that is better debt.
I agree.
Okay, let me just tell you. Credit card debt is bankruptable. Credit card debt has to go through a legal process to garnish your wages. IRS debt is not bankruptable. IRS debt has a higher interest rate than credit card debt has. IRS debt can garnish your wages without going to court. They don't have to get a judge's permission. All other forms of debt have to. So this is the worst kind of debt to have. So if you can make it into another kind of debt, you got a $20,000 IRS debt, I would a lot rather you owe $20,000 on a credit card than $20,000 to the KGB.
Amen.
Okay? And if you guys don't like Jade saying that, well, you're stupid. Okay? So Jade was right when she said that. That's just don't be stupid, okay? It makes life painful. So so now the next thing is this. You do the payment plan. Now, the other thing they say is we can reduce your tax burden. Bull.
Yeah, they'd have to do something shady.
No, there's one way you can do it legally, but it's so thin and narrow is the door. It's called an OIC, an offer in compromise. And you can submit to the IRS your situation and ask that they accept less than the actual tax debt. Try to get them to settle with you.
Like as a hardship?
Yep. When do they approve an offer in compromise to take your $100,000 debt and allow you to pay $20,000 instead? Okay?
Well, you'd have to prove that.
You have nothing.
Yeah.
No income, no potential for income, no assets, no house, no car, no money. You are you have to prove what they call pauper status.
Wow.
Poor people.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be homeless, basically, penniless, and then they will approve a compromise because they don't think they're going to get their taxes anyway. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, to get an OIC through, and I've gotten a few of them through. Mm-hmm. I've worked with clients over the years that were in hardship situations and had massive tax bills, and we worked with tax attorneys that we paid good money to, not some goober on cable television, okay? And you can get an OIC through. But I'm telling you, out of 100 that I work on or I have worked on over the years, I've gotten 3 or 4 through. Wow. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to be on that status.
Well, you got the things it's like, well, it's inconvenient. Inconvenient. They don't care if it's inconvenient. You have a car, sell the car and pay me. You have a house, sell your house and pay me. Mm-hmm. They don't care if you're homeless. You don't care your grandmother's diamond brooch. They don't care. Sell it. Yeah. They want to know everything, and not revealing assets to them in this process is also criminal fraud.
Yeah.
So this is you're just playing with Tiger here. You don't want to deal with these people. What you want to do is get your taxes filed, get on a payment plan, roll up your dadgum sleeves and clean up your mess, and quit looking for easy fixes for major stupid stuff. Usually major stupid stuff comes with major problems to fix it.
Yeah.
There's no quick and easy. You don't get out of debt quick. It took you 20 years to make the mess. You're not going to get out in 20 minutes.
And for the self-employed people that are listening,
pay your dadgum taxes.
Just file your quarterly. Please, just do it. And if you don't want to do it yourself, invest a little bit of money and just hire a bookkeeper to stay on top of this and make sure that that is going through properly for you. I'd rather pay them a little bit of money every year than deal with a tax burden and deal with getting myself in hot water with the IRS. I'm
1099 and I forgot I had to pay taxes.
You forgot?
This is what I made $100,000. I paid no taxes for 2 years. That means you made $200,000. That means you have a tax bill of $50,000 laying around or more. And so,
that's a lot.
You do not want to have this crap sneak up on you. It's not really sneaking up on you. You're just pretty much, you just discovered denial is not just a river in Egypt. You totally stuck your head in the sand. How's that? Okay.
So let's make it clear, Dave, because we say all the time, don't use a professional for this. Don't use a guy for this, but use a guy for this. So make it clear.
Do not use cable TV people to fix anything in your money.
We don't do consolidation.
If the commercial runs between Snuggies and walk-in bathtubs, it's not a credible operation. Okay? Hello.
Not Snuggies.
Think about it. If your financial advice comes between walk-in bathtubs and Snuggies, you got bad financial advice. I'm just telling you, okay? This is what you got. Think about what's going on around you, okay?
Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. To learn more about how to plan for retirement, visit RamseySolutions.com/retire or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.